Not too long ago, I posted a video with this drone about how after 30 seconds of flight, it would go into via LVC. So I was pretty sure there's a board problem. A lot of people commented and thought it was too. So I thought, well, what did I do with it? Do I just salvage it for parts, take out the motors, LEDs, or whatever? So I thought, well, I got an X5 board laying around. I'll try and put the X5 board in here, which I did. So I put the X5 board in. I got my X8 transmitter here. So I fired it up, and it flew for like 30 seconds, and then the back LEDs went out. So I thought, oh brother, what now? So I took it apart. These legs come off. So you just unplug them, and I took this apart. I had some Syma X5 orange LEDs laying around, so I put those in here. And then after I got the LEDs put in, I fired it up. The LEDs were coming on, but this thing wouldn't lift off the ground. It wouldn't fly. And at this point, I was getting frustrated. I was really about ready to take a hammer to it. So I did some troubleshooting. I took the top back off, checked all my welding or soldering. Everything looked good. I took these two things off again, opened them up, checked my soldering in there on the LEDs. Everything looked fine. So I didn't know what the issue was, and I thought, well, first thing I should have done was check to make sure I had all the props back on right, which I did. All the props were on right. So, I was really frustrated. So I just started checking around. I turned the transmitter on and gave it a little bit of juice to make sure all the motors were spinning the right way. And what I found out was these two motors were spinning the same way, and these two motors were spinning the same way. Although these arms, you probably can't see it, but these arms are numbered and lettered. Everything matched up, but something wasn't right. So the only thing I could think of is when I had these two legs off working on the LEDs, somehow I switched the motors. It has to be it. So I thought, well, I could take these apart again and switch the motors, or just switch the legs out. So this leg here, B2, belongs over here, and this leg, A2, belongs over here. But since I got the motor switched, I just switched the arms back and made sure the props were on right. So hopefully that fixes it. Let's go for a flight and see. Wish me luck. Let's check it out. Okay, let's power on the quad. Turn on the X8 transmitter. It binds. Let's see if it calibrates the gyros. And it does. Now, let's see if it will fly. And we have liftoff. Okay, it's put in high rate. Maybe I don't want to out here. Look at that, y'all, or that pitch. Ooh. Alright, you know what? It's flying good in here. I want to take it outside. Yeah, I want to take it outside. Now, it's dark outside, and it's like 23 degrees outside. So it's going to be cold. But I want to try it, so let's do it. Let's go outside and see what happens. It's going to be cold. Oh yeah, it's cold out here. Put in high rates. Boy, it seems a little squirrely on high rates. Well, it is windy, it's breezy out here. It's wanting to climb. Yeah, it's just wanting to climb. I did a flip. I got it back in low rate. Seems to be flying all right. I might have to just get used to it. Yeah, I can feel that breeze out here more now when I walk out here. Almost got to have it in high rate, it seems like. Boy, it wants to take off in high rate, though. Well, I guess it's going to take me several flights to get used to it, because I really didn't measure those motors. I don't know what it's got in it. But, it's flying. Well, it's wanting to scoot, too. This might be a fun one, I don't know. Whoa. I think it's getting ready to go in LBC. having a hard time controlling it, in a way. Oh, battery popped out. Alright, I'm going to try and fire up again. See how much life this battery has in it. Man, I'm shivering. It is cold. Alright, let's fire it up again. Oh, there's the LVC. It's done. All right. Okay. Final thoughts. Well, in high rate, this thing's a lot more, I don't know, it's a lot squirrely for me compared to the X5 in high rate. For some reason, this seems like it's got a lot more punch in high rate than the X5 does. Now, I've got 8.5 millimeter motors in my X5. I'm really not sure what's in here, but I bet it's probably the same, probably 8.5. I should have checked them when I had this apart, but I didn't. So, I don't know, you saw in that video I crashed a couple times, and I don't do that with the X5, but for some reason in high rate, this kind of gets away from me, so it may take me a few flights to get used to it. So, I don't know. I did drill a hole when I brought the antenna out here, but I may have to drill another hole to the side so I could put my all-in-one camera right here, because you know I got to do that. So I don't know, I'll figure something out, but I'll keep flying this, and then after a few flights I'll keep you updated. But this is the second drone that I put an X5 board in that works well. I got an X5 board in this, and this flies good with an X5 board in it. This is the Kading K80. So I got two X5s I fly with the X8 transmitter, and I can fly both of these with the X8 transmitter. So if you got a 3.7 volt quad laying around and you have an X5 or X8 transmitter and it's not flying good, or you don't like it, or it quit, put an X5 board in there and fly it. It works. Alright, so drone pool out. I am currently holding a giveaway on my channel. The drawing will be next weekend, or the weekend of the 16th, 17th, something like that. So stay tuned for that. Or go check my channel out and see if you want to enter in that giveaway. Alright, well, I'll keep you updated on how this quad goes. Alright? Alright, thanks for tuning in. Drone pool out.